If you were raised in the church, this is a lesson many of us are taught at a young age.
Evolution and religion are a curious mix, but one church in Virginia Beach tells reporter Stephen Graves to think again.
This service is known to be one of the first in Hampton Roads. It's called a worship contemplative that merges evolution and Christianity. The pastor says give it a shot, and members say they actually feel closer to God.
Giving us the wisdom to see your face in every flower, in every mountain, and every creature of the sea, the land and the air. Amen.
It's a different type of prayer, a different type of program, but it's a difference that has finally made 29-year-old Jordan Washneski want to attend church.
I make the joke of I'm a runaway Catholic.
He says over time he realized that way of life just wasn't for him.
All the rules that you had to follow that really kind of pushed me away from that sort, whereas, a place like this accepts questions.
They're questions, he says, only those here at Lynn Haven Colony Congregational in Virginia Beach could answer or are willing to hear. So he found this service that teaches something called evolutionary Christianity.
I don't think it's just some being in the sky. It has to be more than that.
Right. If people look at you like you have two heads.
Pastor Kim Hodges says she doesn't have all the answers, but this is a start.
At some point you need to be able to take ownership of your faith.
This unlikely merge of Christianity and evolution beliefs are based off of very dense studies, but to simplify, Hodges says it starts with the science behind Darwin's theory of evolution, which says life came about without a higher power by a cosmic explosion. Life evolved from atoms and molecules. Christianity and creationism are the opposite. They say that God solely created the world, humans, and nature, but Hodges says if we believe the science, it creates a deeper understanding of Jesus Christ's love.
I don't know that the details of the Big Bang Theory matter to me, but at our core being, we are all from the same material. And that matters on how we interact with one another. That matters how we treat another person. The amount of love, the amount of mercy and justice that we extend to another person because we are made from the same stuff.
Hodges says she doesn't dismiss God, but this way of thinking especially helps when it comes to prayer.
That there's a connection between two people. It's not necessarily up and then down, that there's a connection between us, not necessarily without God, but because of God, because of the divine presence in the world, there's a connection between human beings.
At the end of the day, the pastor says this extension of Christianity is all about that connection.
Love has liberated you,
which will naturally radiate love. A way to get those young and old out to church, reaching out rather than rejected for just having a different mindset.
The only way to really understand it and really get a piece of it is just come and see and experience it yourself.
Now, this is a part of series of teachings for the church. So far, about 40 people have gotten involved in all. They meet again next month and welcome anyone to come out. You can learn more about that on our website. Stephen Graves, 13 News Now.